It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause bro recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tight like ties. On the industry advice, I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fires to the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the ties fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got a flavor and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, ain't seen no way, Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go, yeah. Shooting star, yeah, all over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not what my way and go, yeah. I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO,
It's a stadium so big, you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington.
Oh, Lord. All right.
Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Dallas. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy starting off with a throw. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
2nd and 10, McCarthy. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. That one's taken in by the rookie out of USC. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're going to be down close to the 35 as he goes out. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Kate, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. They'll come up 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Trap 60. Panther 11. 19 Lions. Go.
Trying again following the sack. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This return starts at the 5. A nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense up to the line fast. 3rd and 2, here's Jackson. Rolling out to it, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3 and out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
His first throw is an interception. And the Cowboys take over on his 5th interception of the season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
Brings up third down and goal.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. Third and goal. They put a receiver in motion here left. Third and goal for McCarthy. On the move, headed right. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used a pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw. He gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. He fields it from the 8. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, here's Lamar. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. And now it's second down. Lamar now from the gun. He's got his man. That's Alec Pierce. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game. But boy, Brock, what a shot. We've hit the end of one. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They'll begin the quarter with 3rd and 2. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a third down run for a first down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
Hit some space around midfield. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings start to fight back with their first points of this game. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Aubrey Good on the point after. And the Vikings cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Returning in from the 16. He lost the football, and the fumble recovery is made.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys at Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got 2 things on their mind. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First and 10, around to Robinson. Jukes one defender, and he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
From the gun, Jackson has it down close. Good game here as he heads out of bounds.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
The nose of the football inside the one. Here's second and goal.
Hey, middle.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a second quarter lead. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Vikings take a 4-point lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
79 Broncos. 60 Maverick. Take over.
On play action now, McCarthy. He puts some air under this one, deep right. That's cut at the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. It's second and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're left with third and goal. Back to the air. McCarthy caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And that play backfired. He's brought down way behind the line. Cam Little now to attempt this field goal. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. The kick by Shudak is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Returning it from the 4. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. First and 10 now from the 30. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 now. From the 37. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Finds a seam, left side. He's off to the races. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Little tacks on the extra point. And the Cowboys push their lead to 6. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Jackson trying again after the pick. He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Buys time, rolling right. Launching deep down the right sideline. It is caught.
Fucking kill myself. What?
Go out of bounds just as he hits the red zone. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They'll say hello to the red zone after that big play, huh? As they get set for 1st and 10. Running left is Robinson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Robinson gets in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings tie it in the final minute of the half. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings take the lead on that successful kick. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Cut out left. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. The Cowboys signaling for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First down, ball at the 36. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Finds his back complete. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
70 Lions. 70. Go.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And he'll cover up as they touch him down a few yards short of the first. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 3 now.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
From the 36. Hauled in left side. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I'm sure Coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Now it's McCarthy. Chased out to his right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throwaway.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Come 19, come 19.
McCarthy to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. The kick by Shudak is good. And they've taken back the lead. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. An option give to Robinson. This is ahead for about 5. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 32. Escapes the pocket. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
13.
Now Jackson. That's caught for the first. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, Jackson. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Cowboys are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he runs this one down to the 22-yard line. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Come on. Set. 19 tight. 19 tight. Hey. Check that. Ready.
Another carry for him. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it. Back to the well again. Launches, and he's got it. Touchdown! The Cowboys push their lead further to start the half. On his Little for the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's on the move. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. Blitz coming, Lamar. He put everything he had into this one. This is caught inside the 15. It goes as a pickup of 37 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Short kick gathered in at the 15. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31. Now McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Before the snap on 3rd and 2, they call time. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
19 Lions. 79 Broncos.
McCarthy looking to throw. Completes this one to Granson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll run here on first down. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
That's a short gain of 1. And it'll be first down, Dallas. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Let's go.
2nd and 3 now.
Track 60.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Throwing on 3rd, McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. The Cowboys have it with a lead, but the win's not secure just yet. Cam Little now in a high-pressure spot. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. Got all of it, and this is good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
Taken in by Pierce. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. Lamar now from the gun. On the move, headed right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Going right side, Robinson with it. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
Finds his target, Robinson. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a pickup of 11. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First down read option. He keeps it running right. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a fourth-quarter lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Jackson throwing for it. And he's into the end zone. So that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this 4th quarter. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. Here we go. Set. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Mustang 19. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready?
From the shotgun, McCarthy. He locates Adonai Mitchell. It's a race down the right side. Adonai Mitchell. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a 4th-quarter lead. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's going deep this time. That's complete inside the 35. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
Buys time, rolling right. Got a man, Robinson has it. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. From the red zone now. Chased out to his right. They'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play. That play is so impressive on so many levels. Not just because it saves a touchdown, Kate. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or let him establish possession for the score. That is so, so good.
Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Looking to throw. And on fourth down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. Up the sideline, past the 45. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down. Minnesota spends its second time out here. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down for a loss. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Finds a man, right side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys holding a 4-point lead.
Okay, ready?
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Ready?
He'll throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Waste of time.
On the set.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Go! Trap 60, trap 60.
Looking to throw. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Here he is to throw. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. To throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Looking to throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And they make the tackle at the 38. Vikings out of the hurry-up. Need everyone back to the line. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. The time is there, but the timeouts are not. You've got to be smart. It's 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
He'll look to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Cowboys make the play that should win them this game. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now. There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
Kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Cowboys take the win here in Arlington. And this streak will live to see another week as they take down yet another opponent over Brock. What has been an incredible stretch of games for them. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.
I won't doubt it, he won't mislead all his followers. Praying on the process, mind and spirit. Feel like I'm floating in my prime time. One life, live it right now. One life, live it in. Goodbyes, that's life. For times, for life. For life, from down my eyes. Thank God I'm free tonight. Got God on the line, to the devil I'm fine. He always trying his best. Top of the pole, me and my bros. When the story gets told, it's gonna be BMF. Down hard, it wasn't made easy. You can't live twice. Thank God I'm breathing. We gotta go now. One life, live it right now. One life, live it in. Goodbyes, that's life.